Eruption, hard rock and dirty blues. Wednesdays 10 p.m. on 99.3 FM, Sunbury Radio. With me, your host Lindsay, for all your riffs and grooves. Check out new music from Australia and overseas. Blues, blues rock, hard rock, stoner, doom and all the good stuff. Plus interviews with up-and-coming Australian artists. Get yourself a Riffside ticket for 2 hours of mind-melting pleasure. Wednesdays 10 p.m. on 99.3 FM, Sunbury Radio. Eruption, hard rock and dirty blues.
3NRG sounds different every day.
Stop the door, I lose my job.
Good afternoon, 4 minutes past 4 here on 3NRG Radio 99.3 FM, and you're listening to Pigeon Radio, brought to you by the Melton Invitation Homing Club Incorporated. Our website address is www.mihci.net.au, and a good afternoon to my partner in crime here, Joe Angelino. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Not bad.
Not bad. That's the way. That's the way.
I haven't stopped all day.
Mate, we have not stopped, have we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, vaccinating birds. Yeah, fantastic. Cleaning our lofts. It's a never-ending job.
Yeah.
It's fun, they say. It's fun.
Oh, it is fun, actually.
It is fun. It is.
But when you got to do a lot of lofts, then it doesn't become
It's not fun once the loft builds up. The squeakers, I've got nearly, 150 squeakers there.
Joe, you're a mob flyer.
I'm not a mob flyer. I just love me birds.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got some good news here. You posted something on Facebook while we were driving up here, didn't you?
I sure did, buddy.
So what's happening? Tell me.
Mate, as you know, we've got donated
I know, we got some
7
really nice
top
birds,
pigeons, stock pigeons, which we will be donating to the first caller in.
First caller.
Not first caller. Well,
I don't want to do first caller.
How are we
because
going
if
to
you
do
do
this?
first caller, then the first person that rings up here, I don't know.
First in, best dressed.
We'll see.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
The 10th caller?
10th caller.
That'll do. Well, the 10th caller will, we're going to give him a question,
maybe
quiz,
a little
quiz.
Little question.
Very simple little quiz.
I've got a good question, though. And if they've had their eyes and ears on your page there on Facebook, right?
Oh, they should get it very easy.
They should get the answer like that.
Very, very easy.
Click your
Well,
fingers.
you've handled these birds. You've seen these birds.
I've looked at the pedigrees.
They're magnificent, aren't they?
They are very good, top quality pigeons.
They handle very well in the hand. Beautiful eye on them. This pigeon that we're giving away today is actually a Huben.
Yeah, and it originates from Luping. So there you are. That is very good Huben blood, I know.
Well,
some of those Hubens are sold at Luping, so for like 10, 15 grand each.
they're not cheap. Good birds.
Right,
good birds.
so you've got a chance to get one for nothing.
Exactly, and not only that, these pigeons, when whoever wins these pigeons, they will come with pedigree, and on the pedigree, it'll have all the information.
Grandsire, great grandsire, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly. No, so don't be shy. Ring in, and congratulations to whoever wins the bird.
Yeah, I bet you they won't. I bet you they won't ring because people is I don't know something about the phone they're scared of.
Nah, they'll ring.
They might get hit by lightning or something.
They'll ring.
The phone number here is 97404910. Now this bird is a blue checker cock bird, isn't it?
He's a blue checker cock, lovely pigeon. If you go onto the Pigeon Fancies Australia, I've actually posted it, like Ivan said, we've posted it up on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you can have a look at him there. I've taken 4 photos of him. But like I said,
he's a magnificent looking.
He's a whopper. He's a beauty. He'd make a fantastic stock pigeon in anyone's loft. And you do not have to be a pigeon racer to
win it.
To win it.
But you got to have somewhere to put it, Joe.
You can. Oh, we've got a caller already. Well, where's the phones,
haven't got
mate?
the phone.
I haven't got the phones ready. Oh, my
supposed to
God.
get the phone ready. Hang on, Joe's getting up to get the phone here. I'll give you a brief rundown and commentating.
You don't have to be a pigeon.
Just answer the phone, Joe. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be a pigeon flyer, he says, but you do have to have somewhere to put the bird.
John Judd.
You know?
Mate,
You got to have somewhere to put the bird. All right, we'll put him on air. Why not?
1 second, John. We're just going to put you on air. Give us a sec.
Hello.
Hello, Ivan.
How are you, Mr. John Judd, is it?
Yes, that's correct.
How you going, mate?
Not bad yourself.
Tell us the John Judd story and how you started off in pigeon racing.
Oh, Ivan, it's been a while. Back in 1980, started racing.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
long ago? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I got into it by my brother saw a guy flying a few birds a few doors down from his house, and went over and had a chat to the fellow and all that, and ended up being a guy you might know in famous family, being Alan Saggers.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Yep.
went over to his house, and he was just about to house his house on the market and get rid of his birds and all that sort of stuff. And now I had to pick up all his stock lot, which was good
Oh, great.
at a fair price.
So, and then you haven't stopped since then?
And I haven't had a break since 1980.
And which federations have you been flying in?
I've been lucky to fly in Western Fed,
Yep.
starting off there, and moving over to the Union
All right.
after moving.
Because you're in Gisborne, aren't you?
That's correct, yeah. I flew Western Fed in St Albans.
Yeah. Oh, you were in St Albans at one time, were you?
Yeah, in the Sunshine Club.
Okay.
And yeah, flew average sort of bird down there sort of thing, and flew Sunshine Club for a good 10 to 12 years, I'd say. And
So you must have had some memorable birds down there when you were flying in that area.
I had a couple of good ones, so it was good. You know, in those days we'd be flying against, I don't know, close to about 150 members sort of thing. You had, like the flyers you had on the radio a few weeks ago, you had Michael Marcelo,
Yeah.
Pino DeLuca,
Yeah.
Ray Russell and all those guys there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was good competition.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So, it's just flying with the Western Fed, the Union,
Yep.
for about 4 or 5 years racing up in Gisborne.
Uh-huh.
It's hard as you travel a bit further north and all that sort of thing. But, I enjoy the birds, otherwise it wouldn't happen for so long of a period. So it's been good.
Yeah.
And that's that. And then
That's
currently
great.
we're with VPO.
Okay, you're with the new Fed, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. So we've been there for the last 4 years.
Because it's not easy racing out of the area you're in, are you? Because you're very short there, aren't you?
Oh, the short flies, they do have it a bit harder. Just you don't. Well, racing up here, if we don't see birds coming through the area, it's very, very hard. I'm only about 8 short of Macedon Ranges, and if the birds don't come through, they can tend to go around a bit. So it makes it hard, to come through sort of thing.
But do you ever have it? Yeah, I know what it's like. Do you ever get anything down there? Did you ever have any luck?
We had this year. We had a good one earlier on. About finished in the top 10 in the Fed, which was good.
Very good.
Lucky that we raced the Hop the Water.
Oh, yeah.
And we dropped 3 together from that. So finished 8th, 9th and 10th, which was good as well.
That's all right. That's pretty good for Gisborne there, down in the
I'm
area.
happy with that. And then Tassie finished 4th in Tassie, which we've always got a chance of being the longer flight.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my favourite race.
Turned around a little
Favourite
bit, so
race.
Good.
That's Joe's favourite race.
It's my favourite race. I love it, John.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great
it's
race
awesome.
to see what birds can actually cross the water and all that.
Do you guys send many to that race?
Actually, I sent 16 to that race.
Oh, beautiful. And you done well,
Yeah.
see that? Fantastic.
And we had good returns. I think we had 14 on the day, so it was very good.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
Very good.
No,
Excellent.
so the birds, I think when you live in the up this way, you got to tend to concentrate on the races that suit you. So Tassie's a good race where you got a fair chance. You don't care what the wind is or the weather and all that sort of stuff. You can get birds to come through. So, yeah, and you just got to try out birds year out and see how they go. And some birds will cross, and as you know, Joe, some birds will cross and some birds don't cross.
That's correct, mate. You're right there. You're absolutely
Just
right.
working that family of birds, which is good. It's a good thing, and you enjoy it, you know. And you get a good bird every once in a while. It keeps you going for a while anyway.
And what family bird does it for you?
Oh, up here I've had all. When I first came up to Gisborne, I had the same birds down Melbourne, and half of them didn't last very long, put it that way.
Oh, okay.
So I just sourced some birds from some top flies. Not top flies, but guys who flew in areas that were in tough areas. So I went down to a few of the marsh sales, got birds from there.
Yep.
I was lucky to know Michael Marcelo at early stage racing down the Western Fair, and I've done well with his birds.
Yep.
Oh, right, you're lucky to get some of those, are you?
I've known Michael since I virtually started racing down Melbourne, so...
I don't think Michael lets a few birds go anymore, does he?
And they're very good birds, very good quality birds, like bedwinners and stuff like that. So they've been good up here. And I think John Wettering had a sale before he passed away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We had him on the radio about 10 years ago, just before he passed away, before that sale, yeah. I remember that sale. You would have got some good Del bars off.
I got it was a nice Jansen Hooven Cross.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a good bird up here as well. So, so it's just a mixture of everything, you know, a couple of guys from Ballarat and all that sort of stuff. And just mix them all in and see how they go, you know, and you got to just try them out. And you don't give them too long up here. You give them a couple of years, and if they don't show anything, well, you know, it's time to move them on.
If you want to be a good flyer, that's what you got to do, mate. True.
Yeah, you can't hold on to birds that don't perform.
No, of course not.
You know,
then you'll build up so many birds you won't know what to do with them.
You don't want to keep too many, and you don't want to have too many stock birds. You know, no use keeping a stock bird like in Melbourne. When we used to fly down there, you'd get in the top 10, and you think the top pigeon, and you send it to the next race, and it'll probably be gone, sort of thing. So you got to good, consistent pigeons. They don't have the wind, but keep on coming home, and especially over the distance. We like up here. Me and my mates in summer, we enjoy the longer races. So we start hitting the 4s, 5s, and 6s. We always tend to get them in a reasonable time.
Yeah, because because you get them on the longer races, you have more chance in those shorter areas.
Oh, it's good because once you start hitting the 4s, the 5s, and 6s, the birds tend to be not as many going to the races, and they tend to be in smaller groups coming through, and they're spending more than 10 hours on the wing. So, and where our birds have a bit of an advantage when flying with Melbourne, they go down to the bottom of Melbourne, they've got to come home by themselves. So they've got all that experience during the year of coming home in 1s and 2s, so they're not probably afraid when it comes to those longer races to come through. You know, that's probably the only advantage we have up here anyway.
Yeah, very good.
What I was going to say, with the VPO, what are you guys? How many members are going to be flying this year? Well, how many members have you got?
Our presentation a couple of weeks ago, which was good, and down at the Werribee Club Room. That was all done. All the prize money was paid out, and hopefully we had about 30 flies that showed up on the day, which was good.
Oh, that's good.
And hopefully we can continue and see how being a new fed and all that. So
excellent.
We just want to try to promote it and make it grow. And
well, you're welcome to come on here anytime, because this radio program is for everybody. Does it regardless of what club or fed or anything else you belong to. Fancy pigeons or racing pigeons, you're welcome on Pigeon Radio.
Correct.
No, well said, it's good, Ivan. That's what we've got to keep it great. Especially we know how hard it is with those western flies, like in you got Sunbury, you got Melton, you got the Marsh and all that. So even a couple of guys in Kite and the Riddle. So it does make it hard to keep them guys playing. If you make a level playing field for everybody, it keeps the guys in the sport as well.
Correct. All right, John, thanks for your call. We've got some other calls coming in, so yeah, we've got to leave it there. But thanks for your call, and you're welcome to ring in again. And what we're going to do with this bird is that we're going to put all these names in a hat. I've decided.
Okay.
10th caller's no good because, you know.
Okay.
But I reckon what we'll do is everyone that rings in today goes in the hat.
Yes.
Right? If we only get one caller, well, then that one caller is going to be a lucky duck, right?
Yep.
But I reckon we put it in a hat and we get the people that's coming in next to draw it out. To make it fair. We're not setting it up. So with the people that are coming to do the next program, I'll get my hat.
That's fair. That's
got a hat here, look.
You live in that hat, buddy. You live in that hat.
There's me hat, right?
Yep.
So you can put it all in the hat, and then when the guy walks in to do the next program, say, here, pick it, we've got to pick a winner.
Not a problem.
I reckon that's fair. Okay. What do you reckon?
Well, that's fine by me.
I think so. Anyway, our number here is 97404910. Don't forget, you've got a chance to win Hooban blood, and very good Hooban blood. I'm talking about Lou Ping originating, right? So we all know the Lou Brothers sale and how much the Hoobans were selling for at that sale. They were like $10,000 and $15,000 each. So, yeah. Our phone number here is 97404910, 97404910. Now, the other thing we should have talked about.
What's that, buddy?
I was going to ring somebody, but they reckon they're sick today, so don't mention their name, right?
No,
so we won't ring them.
No.
Right? But I want to talk about the South African $1 Million pigeon race that was on the weekend.
Yes, that was a bit of a buzz. We watched it live stream. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Well, it was all right, but you're sitting there waiting. But I met a lot of people because they had a chat thing on the side.
Exactly, yeah.
And I've got a guy that lives in Atlanta in the USA.
Yep.
Right? Ardo Zahanovic, his name is, right?
Yep.
And I've invited him on the program. He said yes, so I reckon next week we'll have him on the program via the telephone. And he's going to tell us about pigeon racing in Atlanta in the United States of America, which he is a member of the federation down there. And you saw his loft.
Yes,
you saw the loft I put on the page.
Beautiful, yeah, I saw
Looks
that.
like a house.
Oh, yeah, you can convert it.
All right, so the loft is absolutely fantastic. He's got very good birds. He flies in partnership with a Gannis. I forget his first name, but the guy's surname is Gannis. And he is one of the top pigeon flyers in the United States of America. Anyway, going on to the South African $1 Million pigeon race, Joe, what did you think about it?
Well, I thought it was interesting, actually.
There.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting.
A lot of people are saying, oh, the organisers this and the organisers that. But...
yeah, I saw those comments.
Yeah, when they let those birds up, you could see what the weather was like.
Exactly.
And you heard the report from the guy that liberated the birds, the transport manager, yeah?
Yep.
So the weather was okay. The weather turned bad during the race.
That's right.
Now, pigeons won't fly through a storm. If they see a storm, right, you can toss pigeons in a storm, but you got to go in the middle of the storm and let them fly out of the storm.
You get some freaky one or two that might do it.
No, mate, they won't fly through a storm. Guaranteed.
We've had some freaky
I'll
pigeons.
bare my bum in Burke Street.
We've had some freaks that have gone through that storm.
You reckon? Well, I haven't seen any of those freaks. But anyway, this storm was on. These birds flew around. That's why we only got like 3 birds.
That's right. There was
only like 16 birds on the day, wasn't there?
16 or 18?
I think 16 to 18 anyway.
Yeah, okay. But how's that when that first bird dropped, it just... and then the second bird came in. What was it?
They came together.
They come together, did they?
The first and second bird come together.
Yeah.
I think one was following the other. Yeah, no, honestly. But those 2 birds broke from the main bunch early.
Yeah. Oh, they would have.
They're clearly the winners, clearly. Yeah. I don't know what other people's other opinion. You can ring us here on 97404910 and give us your opinion. Now, we've had races in our federations here in Australia, haven't we?
Of course we have.
Where people have, the weather's been fine in the morning, right? And we've liberated the pigeons, right?
Yep, that's right.
And the weather's turned nasty in the afternoon, and
that's right.
You get birds the next day.
Yeah, you might get the one or two, the odd one that come through, and most of them just sit out.
So I've seen a lot of people on Facebook and etc. canning the race and saying, "Oh, the organisers this and the organisers that."
Let them up and blah blah blah. We get that everywhere.
I mean, we do the same thing here. I mean, what did you expect them to do? Exactly. And it's $1 million pigeon race. They've got the whole world on them, watching them. So if they can get a liberation, they need to get it.
Big responsibility.
So that's what I think. Anyway, that's my opinion. But if you can give us your opinion here, no problem. 97404910 is the number. And don't forget, you will be in the running to win a pigeon of Hooban blood.
Not just a pigeon, a bloody beautiful pigeon.
Yeah.
I might even ring in. Can I ring in, Ive?
No, you can't, because that doesn't make it fair.
I know. Yeah.
Right,
ring in, guys. You can ring in now, so you can ring any time.
What else has happened this week? That's about it. South African $1 Million pigeon race. And they got a heap of birds the next day, didn't they?
Well, with that, they did actually, but with that race too, they had an auction.
Yeah.
What did the bird sell for?
No, I forget the price.
What didn't you say, 20,000 and 30,000 or something?
Yeah, something, 25 or something like that,
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, but birds have sold for a lot more money in that race, all right? Now, the unfortunate thing is that Australia got 3rd place. But
Did you say unfortunate? Yes. Tell me that story.
But
You listen to this. Unbelievable.
but why would you send a pigeon like that's about 20,000 kilometres from Australia, Africa?
Correct. Yep.
You send a pigeon all the way to Africa, and it's there to go in the race, but you don't pay its entry fee.
Tell me something. Did he have pigeons in, and that was a spare pigeon?
That was a spare.
That was a spare. So he obviously had his 2 birds still there.
I don't know if they were still there, the other two.
But he just didn't pay for that.
Now, the other thing is, this pigeon's name was Melton Moment. Melton, as in where I live.
Okay, yes.
I'd like to know, now the syndicate that owned that pigeon was from Queensland, Toowoomba, right?
Toowoomba, yes.
I know whose it was, but I'm not going to mention any names or anything. Right? So the pigeon got scrubbed. It was actually the 3rd pigeon home.
Oh, no.
It got scrubbed because the entry fee wasn't paid for.
Yep.
Right? Now, I'd like to know if somebody from Melton had their fingers in the pie here, because why would you call a pigeon Melton Moment?
True.
Right? And I reckon if somebody did have their fingers in the pie from Melton, right, and they found out that they didn't pay their entry fee,
They would have went through 100
they
boxes of
just
tissues.
lost $75,000 US.
Oh, no.
I'd be banging my head against the brick wall, I tell you.
I would
Wouldn't
too,
you?
mate. Oh, for sure.
$75,000 US
Like you said,
for third prize.
You've got the bird there.
Mate, you sent it 20,000 kilometres away. Just pay the thing. I mean, if you can't afford to pay it, get a group of fellas together and say, let's all put $50 in or whatever it is.
But those spare pigeons, if I decide I got one spare that I don't want to buy, can anyone buy that pigeon? Can anyone buy that?
Yeah, you can buy it.
It's funny how nobody bought that bird.
I don't know.
It's funny how
somebody knows that answer. Ring us here. I think you can buy it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
And I know you could put a wager on it, because somebody told me, they said, oh, why didn't you put some money on that bird being Melton Moment?
You should have.
And do you know something about before Christmas, maybe in November?
Yeah.
I was looking at the list of birds and I saw that bird Melton Moment.
You're kidding.
No, and I thought to myself, that's interesting, Melton Moment must be somebody from here.
So you followed it.
I was following that Melton Moment, come in 3rd. I was told, why didn't I put money on it?
Oh, my God.
But anyway, it was scrubbed. So,
there you go.
Probably if you put money on it, you wouldn't have got anything for it
that's right.
anyway,
You wouldn't
because
have.
it was scrubbed.
No, you wouldn't have.
But anyway, that's the story. But that is the best bird so far in the 19 years, because next year is the 20th anniversary of the South African $1 Million Pigeon Race, and they're going to make it a platinum something, right? So I reckon the prize money will be even more next year.
Yeah.
But in the 19 years that they have had that race, that is the best Australian pigeon to date.
How good
That
is
one
that?
there. So I'd give the pigeon full marks for being the 3rd pigeon. Bad luck, it was scrubbed. That's not the pigeon's fault, it's the
That's
owner's
right.
fault.
That's right.
Syndicate's fault.
Yep.
Right, so
But the bird
Bad luck.
The bird did the job. He was there.
the bird did the job. He was there, and
Unfortunately,
there was. You got another phone call. Here we go.
I'll just take this, mate. One second.
Take this phone call, mate, and I'll just chitter-chatter while you take the phone call. But that was bad luck for that bird. And just write their name down and I'll put them on air, Joe, straight away. Oh, good. It's Eric.
Oh, yep.
All right, hang on. Tell him to hold the line.
That's the way. What's your surname? Abel.
Abel, yep.
Eric Abel.
Yeah, no worries. Oh,
We've got to get his mobile number too, yeah? So,
Yeah.
Eric, we're just going to put you online. On air. 1 second.
yeah. G'day, Eric. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
Eric
Yourself?
Abel.
Good. You've got a lot of knowledge on this South African race, haven't you?
Oh, a little bit.
You had some birds in it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And your birds come in the second day, didn't they?
Yeah, they're actually 3rd day morning. They came in
Third day.
Yeah, yesterday.
So what was the final result? Like, how many birds were back?
Yeah, last post on when they closed the clock down last night was 1,236.
Mm-hmm.
36 of them were Aussies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's excellent.
So, yeah, I expect to get a few more through today.
Yeah. Now, what do you think? Are you upset about that they liberated the birds or whatever? Because a lot of people around it saying they shouldn't have liberated them. What do you think? Being a competitor in the race, what do you think?
Oh, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I saw a post on the Pigeon Forum there last night that supposedly they hit a thunderstorm an hour and a half after liberation.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they knew that was in its path, they probably would have held them back. But you don't know what the weather brings. So that said, the decision was made to put them up, and
well, the weather looked to me when they liberated them, because I watched the Liberation and the report from the Liberator, and it looked like the weather was not bad, actually, when they liberated them.
Yeah, that's correct. And, from where the report was that they hit a thunderstorm an hour and a half away. So, to be able to predict what weather they're going to run into, over 520 Ks is a fair call to make. When we were watching the live stream on the night, there was dark clouds and that brewing on that Saturday afternoon. But storm cells do come up, but then a lot of the time they don't. You don't get anything.
No, you don't get anything out of them. That's right. Yeah.
So if it was all, liberation was held back so that you were 100% sure on what was going, then you wouldn't let too many pigeons go. So at the end of the day, I was disappointed in that. I had three birds we sent over. The three were still there going into that final race, and I had an expectation that we would have had one up in that in the prize money, but it wasn't to be. So,
Now you had spare birds in that race, and you paid for all of them, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I activated one spare that had been doing fairly consistently through the series.
Okay.
So it was in the 200s. In that last hotspot car race. It was only about 8 minutes behind the lead pack, so we activated that bird, but the other spare, it hadn't done anything, so we chose not to.
Not to. Well, that's what I think. If you look at the result of that third bird that come in from Australia, that bird didn't do anything really in the previous races, and that's why I think they didn't activate it.
Oh, for sure, yeah, and I do know the owner of that particular bird, and I was talking to him prior to the main race, and that was definitely the conversation that was had.
Now, do you know why that bird was called Melton Moment?
The same flyer had some success over there a couple of seasons back, and actually won a car race with a pigeon called Unguarded Moment.
Okay.
The Moment theme has been there.
Okay.
And I think the Melton Moment was to do with a friend of his that flies with the Melton Club.
Oh, really? See, I told you, Joe. Somebody in Melton must be banging their head against.
Do you know the guy's name in Melton? His mate?
No, I don't.
No, we'll find out.
Yeah,
that's something we should find out and get him online. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, I just want to ask you. Like, Ivan and I were talking about maybe entering this race. What are the costs like to enter the race and all that? Yeah,
it's $1,100 entry fee, or that's what it was this year. $11 entry fee for a team of 3 birds. So that activates 1 pigeon, and you got 2 spares.
2 spares.
Oh, okay.
So if your activated bird gets lost along the way, then the next, the first reserve takes its place, and so on and so forth.
Oh, okay.
And this is the 4th year that I've been involved with it, and the losses that we've experienced in previous years were a lot higher than what they were this year, and that we only sent a team of 3 over because it was a spare team. All we had to do was pay the fees to get them over the quarantine fee. So on top of that $1,100 entry fee, you've got a shipper's fee for quarantine and freighting to get them over, which works out about $350 to $400 depending on what shipper you go with.
That's not bad, yeah.
So, all up, it was about $1,400 for a team of 3 birds to get them over there.
That's not bad.
That's good.
That's good. And then if you want to activate the other 2 birds, you can?
Yeah, for sure. So if you choose to activate all 3 before that final race, you just pay the $1,100, and they're then all eligible to compete for all prizes leading up to that main race. So as you know, there's 5 hotspot car races.
Yeah.
So if you've got an unactivated bird that wins a car race, too bad, so sad. You don't get anything there either.
Now, I believe that second pigeon He was in the car. He won a couple of cars, didn't he?
Yeah, that's correct.
Unreal.
Yeah, that second pigeon, I reckon, honestly, looking at its results and everything, was better than the one that got first place.
Oh, no argument.
And that
was a
second
form.
pigeon actually sold more at the auction, didn't it?
I haven't looked up the auction results,
I think
but it
it
wouldn't
did.
surprise me.
I think it did. It sold for more than the first place pigeon.
30,000 or something or more.
Do you think that one pigeon was following the other, or they both broke?
Oh, your guess is as good as mine, Joe. But based on form, the one that went through the trap second was the better of the two, based on the whole entire series. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, with that spare bird, if you decide not to race that spare bird, can anyone else buy it and race it?
Only up it for the main race.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Unlike the Gold Coast, series here, if you haven't paid the down payments for your spares, people can pay the down payment and activate that bird for one of the lead-up races. Where over in South Africa, that option's not available.
No, that's right.
But leading into the last race, the week prior to the last race, all unpaid entries can be bought by any third party.
Okay, very interesting. That's very good. And are you going to participate in it again? Because a lot of people said, that'll be the end of it for Australia. But I mean, those people over there in South Africa get so many entries from the rest of the world that I don't think they'd even worry about us if we didn't go in it.
Well, to answer your question, no, I won't be going over there again next year. This was our last hit out for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Just based on the number of losses and that do occur over there. I think we got enough good one-off races in Australia to concentrate on before sending them over there. Some of the other things that I think go against us, the season.
Time of the year. You got to
time of the year.
You got to have your birds ready for May to transport them, and
you're effectively pairing them up now, and then
exactly.
where our birds are, they're 36 to 40 degree temperatures, which is not ideal for breeding healthy, good stock.
No, correct. So it's because it's overseas, and it's a shame. I was talking to someone the other day and I said it's a shame that we can't organise an international event like that here, but because of the quarantine laws, we just can't do it in this country. So
what a shame.
It is a shame, but that's how it is, so...
it's a great event, and it's an event that's in our off-season, so it gives a lot of Australian flyers an interest.
Yeah, exactly.
And, over the last 4 years, I've had syndicates involved, pigeons and non-pigeon people involved in the syndicates to get our teams across. So it's got, other people interested in the sport.
And you've got to admit, it has put the sport on the map, whereas because every year on the news they report about it, the $1 million pigeon race, you know what I mean? So it does give the whole thing a big sort of boost in promotion. So I think that's one good thing about it, So pigeon racing is just pigeon racing. You have losses and you have a bad race. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's an unpredictable sport. Yeah, when the pigeons are let out, you don't know what's going to happen.
No, I agree.
That's the thing. So, yeah. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, mate. No, not at all. Just, like I said, I got the posting there about these 7 stock cockbirds, and just thought I'd ring up.
Well, you're in the running. You're in the running. So no problem. Thanks for your call, and you're welcome to ring us again.
Not a problem. Thanks for the opportunity to have a chat, boys, and you're doing a good job.
All right, thanks, Eric, and thanks for your call. Bye bye.
Cheers, Eric.
Bye.
Cheers. And that was Eric Abel. And, you want to ring us here and you got a chance to win this pigeon.
That's right.
Tell them about this pigeon again, Joe, before I play. I'm going to play a song to have a break.
Yeah, play a song, mate. Play a good song.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you've seen it. You've handled it. I've handled the bird. He's fantastic.
It's a magnificent bird. In actual fact, I'm surprised that you put that bird up first because I reckon that's probably one of the best ones out of the whole bunch.
He is a good
Honestly,
good pigeon. No, he is, but the others are just as good.
The others are good too, but this
definitely.
one is... that's why you picked it, yeah.
Well, put the best
you
in
like
first.
That pigeon, don't you?
I was tempted.
If you could have it, you'd take it, wouldn't you?
We're doing this for the radio show. It's a good cause, and boys and girls.
The radio show does need support, and by the way, if you like this radio show and you've got a business a stud, or you sell bird products or whatever, and you want to advertise here, the money doesn't go to me or Joe or to the Melton Invitation Homing Club. It goes to 3NRG so that 3NRG can stay on air. Now, we've got a couple of sponsors lined up, right? I'm not going to say who they are yet because they've got to sign the dotted line, but we have got sponsors interested. I think we've got 3 or 4 interested, right?
Correct.
And so we're going to get them in, and you'll hear the ads on air soon. I get the ads professionally done, right? And it's only $300 for 12 months, and you don't only get advertised on this program, you get advertised all day, every day on this station.
How good's that? How good
for $300, and you can claim it back on your tax, Joe.
Tax, you can get it back on tax, yeah.
And as much as me and Joe come here and do everything for free, the radio station has to have money to run because there's electricity bills, telephone bills. We're ringing all these people.
That's right.
To get you people to listen to all these people from interstate, and we're going to do international calls and everything. We need sponsors so the station can stay on air, so that Pigeon Radio can stay on air, because without this radio station, there wouldn't be no Pigeon Radio.
We wouldn't be here.
And so there you go.
That's right. And I hope you guys are enjoying it because we're having a great time, Ivan and I.
Yeah, we do have. Anyway, we're going to have a guest on after this. But if you want to ring, meanwhile, and you don't want to go on air while this song's playing, here's your chance. What am I going to say?
Shy people.
I was going to say something worse.
No.
But the shy people can ring up, and you don't have to go on there, and we can put your name down. You can go in the running for this bird. Yeah, Joe?
Correct.
Will we let that go?
We will let that go. We've got a couple already.
Right, but you can only do it while the song's playing. So if you want to ring us, you ring us on 97404910, and here's Beyonce. We put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. You like that?
Put it on, baby.
Let's go. You're listening to Pigeon Radio here, 99.3 FM, 3 Energy Radio. Here's Beyonce with Single Ladies. Whoa. And you're tuned to Pigeon Radio here on 99.3 FM. The time now is 4:43. And Pigeon Radio is brought to you by the Melton Invitation Homing Club Incorporated. Our website address is www.mihci.net.au. Joe, we've got a caller online, have we?
Yes, we have, mate. We've got Michael.
Another one in the running for the Pigeon. Michael, good afternoon, mate. Welcome to Pigeon Radio. Tell us.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you?
Good, mate. And where are you from?
I actually live here in Tarniet.
Oh, you live in Tarniet. Good on you.
Yeah.
And do you fly pigeons?
I do, sir. I'm actually new to the pigeon race. It's my second year flying. So
excellent.
Really,
and what club are you with?
VPO, sorry.
You're with the VPO, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right. And what club?
Werribee Club.
Oh, you're in the Werribee Club. Good on you, mate.
With Mr. Di Pasquale,
Okay.
Yeah.
Di Pasquale, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. And how do you find pigeon racing? What got you interested in it? Because you sound like a younger bloke, are you?
Not really young, but yeah. But the most interesting part is how you can let a bird from hundreds of miles and they just have that that knowledge and that the heart to go back home. That's the most interesting bit, and how they overcome adversity like winds, hawks, and all the other stuff that's in front of them, and they still manage to go home.
And then the big thrill of just waiting all those hours, and all of a sudden, bang! This pigeon pops out of nowhere.
We started, because I'm just flying with the rubber ring, so I sort of had to catch them. And I just like, being constantly.
Oh, well, that's the old system, mate. The rubber rings, they reckon. Some people reckon that the electronic timing's no good, that the rubber rings is more exciting.
Well, I reckon it's more exciting.
There you go.
Just that one problem, though. I've got a bird that came, I clocked her twice.
Yeah.
The second time, I think she knew that when she landed on the board, I'm going to catch her.
That's
so what
right.
happened was that she flew up on the roof, and
Correct.
I lost a bit of time. But anyway, it's just as exciting as the first
Of
one.
course it is. Of course, and it doesn't happen all the time. But look, the advantage
No.
I think with that is where what you just said. The advantage with electronics, like in season 212, I actually won Bird of the Series, and this pigeon was clocked 4 times. And I think that electronic system had a lot to do with it because I never caught the pigeon, and it just went straight in. I was happy to come home and walk straight in.
That's
you know?
right. Well, I'm actually thinking of getting a electronic clock, you know.
Oh, you're going to get one.
But it's just a bit expensive at the moment.
Yeah, just save it. Maybe Santa Claus might bring you one next
So
year.
how did you like initially get interested in pigeon racing?
Well, it's just through friends that I had, you know, because I constantly see them, you know, like in the morning I see the mob flying, and I really like animals, and, you know, it doesn't really matter which animals, but particularly pigeons that, you know, did the homing instinct, I'm really sort of, you know, get attracted to it. And then once that's what they say, once you got bitten by the pigeon bug, you're stuck with it.
That's
So
right.
you going around telling all your mates about it?
Yeah, well...
Get more members, you know?
It's
attract
just
more...
that the only thing that puts them off is the amount of work that you have to do. You know, you have to clean up the loft. And
So how many birds are you racing? Because you know what, they say a lot of work, but most people that whinge about the work have too many pigeons.
Too many pigeons. Yes. Well, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I've only got a few. I've only started about 60.
That's
you know,
plenty.
But you know, I'm just new in the sport, and I didn't want to sort of overwhelm with so many pigeons and get them sick. And you know, I just wanted to learn as much as I could, and
Excellent.
you know, as I go along, maybe I could breed some more. But at the moment, I'm happy with that. And
Have you got any? Have you had any fed spots yet?
well, no, that's what I'm aiming for, really.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mate, it'll come. Don't worry,
Well,
it does come.
I think, it's not going to happen overnight. You know,
No.
that most of the good flyers, they didn't win on their first, second, third
No,
year. But
of course not.
I understand. But, you know, there's a lot of things that I need to learn about. And
Yeah, true.
You know,
you're
sort of
always
a-
learning, mate. I've been
Of
racing
course.
pigeons for a long time. Like I had a 10-year break, but I was racing as a kid, you know. And
Yeah.
you're always learning, always.
I second
They're
that.
constantly learning, and then it's a constant sort of adjustment as well. Like, you know, you see the birds, you know, you sort of look at them and see what they need, you know, get them to the vet or, you know, get them, fix them with medications.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so my question is about the vaccine.
Vaccine, yes.
Yeah.
CMV vaccine. Yeah. What age is like appropriate
To
like,
vaccinate your
like-
birds.
Yeah, to vaccinate.
Well, Joe and I have started doing them in the nest.
3 weeks old.
3 weeks old.
4 weeks old in the nest.
And you know what? It's easier to do them when they're in the nest than when they're out of the nest.
Yeah,
Ju-
because
just-
they start to wiggle and fight and hard to hold them.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, Ivan saw me do probably 20 birds today by myself, and did it look easy? It didn't look that hard.
No, when you do it, and this guy's an expert. He puts them through like a machine.
Yeah.
He's like he's in the Heinz
guess if
baked
you're doing-
beans factory, you know, and the baked beans going along the belt, and he's just going wang, 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 wang,
Production
wang.
line. No, I've had lots of practice, mate, because I breed big teams. Yeah, I breed my one.
Yeah.
One, you know, 150,
He's a mob
60.
flyer.
Thanks, mate. Mob flyer, mate. Anyway, look, you're doing the right thing, and look, with not breeding so many birds, and with the vaccine, just. In the nest, it's a lot easier. It's
It is.
just, and what
And
I
we
do,
had that verified by a vet. I asked the vet that question, and he agreed with you can do them in the nest. So it's a good idea. And I know a lot of people, they do, and a lot of people in Europe do it. So, yeah, it's a good idea to do it in the nest.
So what Michael, what Ivan and I are doing now, once we do them in the nest, we actually put a marker on their leg,
Yeah.
on the opposite
Oh,
leg.
yes, so just to mark that you-
just to know, hey,
So that
been
you know that
vaccinated,
you've done their first
been
shot, you
vaccinated.
know?
Done the pigeon yet?
And then in a couple of weeks, bang, just pick it up it goes to the, well, mine's a double story, but
And-
then you put it into the loft, yeah?
Yes, thank you, sir. And my other question is, you know, the initial injection that you put, and when would be the best one to give the second?
A month
second
later.
dose?
A month later.
1 month later.
Month
I'm
later,
writing
yeah.
it down.
Listen, if it's a week or two before
If it's a week or
over,
two
doesn't matter.
before or after, doesn't matter. But, I mean, you can put all your birds, wean them over, right, and just pick the month after the last one you've done and just do them.
Well, that's what we do, yeah. When we vaccinate our birds, we write down the date, And then, from that day, the month from that, boom, vaccinate.
I haven't got many to do, so I can do it the whole lot in one go, and then the next one.
Oh, beautiful. It's even better.
And also, so the old birds, do they need vaccine every year?
Yes,
as well?
Only
yes.
once,
Every
though.
12 months,
Only
you got to
once.
give them
12
one
months.
shot. Yeah, to your stockies. Yeah,
And with the stock,
and I reckon my opinion is to do them after you breed.
well, that's it. You do them after you breed. You don't do them while they're breeding.
No, or
Don't-
before
of
they
course
breed.
not.
Yeah, no, well, some people are not sure. Yeah, some people
But
aren't sure.
that's my opinion anyway.
yeah, no,
I
that's,
reckon.
that's right.
Could that affect, breeding wise? If you
Well,
vaccinate
some
while
people
breeding?
say it does, some people say it doesn't, but I'm thinking to get a vet on another show. I'm going to get a vet, and we're going to ask him all those questions again.
Oh, okay. That'd be
and,
good.
and
I'll be
verify it,
listening.
Yeah.
After breeding season, you vaccinate the stock pigeons, and you'll have not a problem in the world.
No.
Not a problem.
No worries.
And even the racing pigeons, do you keep 2-year-olds, or do you race 2-year-olds?
Well, he wouldn't know. He's only been racing.
I've got
Yeah, you might have.
I've got a couple, I think, still in there.
Yeah. Well, them ones there,
Those ones you got to do again too.
only once. though.
Once, yeah.
Only
once.
Yeah, you don't have to do them twice.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right,
But it's good. It's good that you're taking the responsibility and you're showing the initiative to all the other new flyers also that you're vaccinating your birds, because that's the right thing to do.
Well, and I think, it's just, like you said, the right thing to do. And if you get infected, it's no
Mate,
good.
I've seen somebody that's had it through their loft, and I tell you what, it's not a nice sight.
So
I'm
have I,
telling
mate.
you.
Yeah, but I've seen the
Terrible.
photos on the internet.
No,
And
mate,
they're
when
like,
you see it in real life, the photos on the internet are nothing. I believe
Yeah?
me. Yeah, believe me. It's really, really bad, right? And when you go to these people that have been infected, you got to disinfect yourself, because
right, sir.
you can take the disease into your yard,
No.
Yep, and spread it all around.
Exactly.
That's the
It's
last thing you
just,
want.
You just don't want it. Just everybody vaccinate. We won't have. No one will have a problem if we all
nobody.
vaccinate.
You're absolutely right, sir.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah. I'll just ask him over there.
Yeah, ask him.
Hey,
on air.
Michael, you don't mind giving me your mobile number over the phone?
Not at all.
If you win the bird, we'll definitely give you a call.
Yeah.
What's your surname, Michael?
Surname, yeah.
Well,
Surname?
it's Marcelo. It's Marcelo.
Marcellus.
M-A-R.
Do you know there was a famous pigeon breeder called Marcellus?
Is there really, sir?
Marcelo.
Yeah, Albert Marcellus. No,
Did he say Marcelo?
Marcellus.
Marcellus.
Marcelo. With
Oh,
an
L-O.
Oh, I'm blocked
Oh, no,
there. He
this
is over.
guy.
My nudger.
Now, this
See?
one's starting to swear to me in Italian now.
Marcello.
Yeah, no, but there was a famous pigeon breeder. His name was Albert Marcellus.
Oh, okay. Is he Italian, is he?
I think he was Belgium, from Belgium.
Oh, Belgium.
What's
Oh,
your
yeah,
background? What's your background,
yeah.
Michael?
Well, Filipino. sir.
Filipino. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Good
beautiful.
stuff. Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, good stuff. What is your mobile there, Michael?
It's 0430
Yep.
1770
70.
76.
All right, Michael. Well, you're in the running, so stay tuned and you'll find out whether you've got it or not. And it's a
Well,
good
thank you
pigeon,
so
I'm
much.
telling you.
And
Thank you so much,
And
sir.
like I said, it comes with the pedigree. It's a beautiful pigeon.
Yep.
And you never know, might win you your first fed next year.
I'm crossing my fingers.
And
sir.
you're definitely going to let us know, how it goes.
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
That'll be fantastic. If
like
you
it.
win it, if you win it.
If I win it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All
Thank you
right,
so much.
Michael.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
great-
Okay.
Thanks,
Have a great
mate.
day.
Thanks for the
You
call.
too, you too.
See you
Thank
later.
you.
Cheers, mate.
Bye. Our number here is 97404910. I've decided, because you had a guest lined up, don't mention any names, they're not
Yep.
answering the phone, so
Yep.
bad luck. I've decided that we'll just do this program, give away this pigeon, and as many people as they can, I'm knocking things here, as many people as can ring us up.
Getting violent there, Ivan.
I just knocked the lamp, mate. That's all.
European blood, mate. Hot tempered. Come on.
Mate, I didn't swear in Italian like you did.
Did I swear? What did I say?
You
I said
said it.
managgia.
That's cursing in Italian.
Oh, anyway, here we go.
Anyway, 97404910. We're going to concentrate on you, the listener,
That's
today.
right. Yep.
No guests. We'll just have our regular road runner and Rod Simmons we've
Rod
got coming
Simmons,
on,
yes.
giving us the VPU
Yep.
look.
Yep.
And we're going to do this today. Give away this pigeon, answer your questions, have callers, tell us about your pigeon racing history and what you've encountered, whether you're a first-time flyers, 2-year flyer like Michael or whatever. We'd like to hear from you. 974...
And it's Michael Marcelo, not? What did you call him?
Marcellus. Well, I was getting excited.
Marcello.
I thought he was related to the guy.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to play a song. 97404910. Here's one for your missus, Joe.
Oh, go. What is it? Ah, yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, like that.
Carleen Clark, here you go.
Yeah. Anyway, you're listening to Pigeon Radio, 99.3 FM. Everyone knows this song because that's the one with the ute that does the donuts.
Oh, my poor neighbours. She's going to be blaring this up. You don't understand.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, blare it. Blow the speakers. I'll bring you another pair.
She will.
Okay. We'll catch you. 97404910. Ring and you'll be in the line to win this bird.
What a song.
Yeah.
Here at Sandpenny Kennels and Cattery, your best friends will bask in a clean, spacious accommodation in a stress-free environment at a reasonable all-inclusive price, allowing you to relax on your holiday. Your pets will enjoy daily exercise in our spacious runs, or treat your pooch or kitty to Sandpenny's quality grooming and clipping. If you're in a rush, why not take advantage of our pick-up and drop-off service? For an inspection or inquiries, phone Bob or Glennis on 9307 1111 or visit us at 55 Coopers Road, Bulla. Because at Sandpenny Kennels and Cattery, we treat your pets like our own. Sandpenny Kennels and Cattery are proud to be sponsors of 3NRG.
Hello World, formerly Harvey World Travel, is Sunbury's most experienced travel agency, serving the people of Sunbury and the Macedon Ranges since 1995. They are also the only travel agency in Sunbury that is locally owned and operated. With Travelex booth in store, you can buy foreign currency and cash passport cards over the counter for your next overseas trip. Part of the largest travel franchise group in Australia, you'll find them in Sunbury Square Shopping Centre, right next to Best and Less. Hello World are proud sponsors of 99.3 3NRG.
So, what are your kids doing this weekend?
Oh, just watching DVDs as usual. Yours?
Well, actually, they're getting a life.
Forget DVDs. Tell them to join today's Scouts. Today's Scouts don't just watch the action, they get into it. Call 1-8000-SCOUT or visit scouts.com.au.
Eurozone, the good, the bad, the ugly of Europe's favourite music show. Tune in every Thursday at 4 p.m. for Eurozone with the Captain and Virginia at 4 p.m.
He said this is the station you're looking for. 99.3 FM, Sunbury Radio.
You're tuned to Pigeon Radio here on 99.3 FM. Sorry, private joke off air.
Oh, funny.
Isn't it?
Very funny.
It is. And it's brought to you by the Melton Invitation Homing Club Incorporated. Our website address is www.mihci.net.au. The number is connected, mate. It's 9740-4910. If you're ringing from interstate, my friend, you have to put 03 in front of the 9740-4910.
And call in any time.
Or if you're ringing from the country, 03 9740-4910. Anyway, we've got a caller on the line, a special guest that I have invited onto the program. He's from the VHA, and his idea was the Pigeon Racing Victoria thing, and his name's Ian Thomas. Good afternoon, Ian. Welcome to the program.
G'day, Ian.
G'day there, you guys. Thanks so much for having me.
No, that's good. What I asked you to come on is that we have a little bit under a month for the special squeaker sale. That's the All Federation Squeaker Sale, which is on the 23rd of February this year.
Correct.
And I'd like you to give us more detail about it. Where you probably know already what kind of birds you're going to have in the sale and all that kind of thing.
Well, I've got in front of me a list of esteemed flyers from all associations. So they're still coming in. So unfortunately there's no catalogue because obviously they're still breeding and so on and so forth and sending in their pedigrees. So probably get some on the day. So it's pretty hard to tell you anything other than read out some of the names, which they may or may not like. But we have esteemed people from represented in all associations, Michael Patelli, Hank Merbus, and oh goodness, the list goes on. So we're still, as I say, in the process of getting these pedigrees in. So we can't. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Can't give a catalogue out anywhere.
No, not yet. Yeah.
And I gather on my
But the
Facebook,
birds that are going to be at this sale are going to be absolutely top quality number one pigeons.
well, they have to be. I mean, and their names are on the pedigree, of course. So you won't find any not so good birds in their loft anyway, if you know what I mean.
Now, this was your idea, wasn't it?
Well, me and Taz, we started off saying we just thought we'd have a party outside the club rooms just for our club, and then my dear wife decided, why don't we ask the whole centre? This is up in the Bayswater Nunawanning Centre, and that was sort of successful, and it's sort of, I suppose, sprung out of continuing the camaraderie that, there's no dancers anymore.
No.
Apparently in the old days.
Mate, we should organise one. I'm a musician. I'll come and play. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Maybe we'll do that. We want to pull off this sale, though, first. Obviously, some of the associations aren't rolling in funds. We haven't been able to find a very rich sponsor.
No.
So the only way to promote the sport is, of course, to make some money, and that's the whole reason for the sale. It's not going to charity. We're the charity, and there's no one single person or...
Now, it's to enhance the promotion. So, what do you think you're going to do for the promotion of it, in the future?
Many and varied. We do have a committee, and any amount of money, of course, will have to be okayed by everyone. And as I said, as you know, all associations are represented. But, for example, there's my little bandwagon. It's not very expensive, but there's a animal show coming up sometime, and of course you buy
That's
a booth.
the one down at the Caulfield Racecourse, is it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Now, for example, so like a booth is a couple of $100 for a couple of days. Well, there's one expense. Then we need some sort of a banner, maybe some nice cages to show off some birds. Had a lovely idea from overseas. They did this, been talking to the Royal Pigeon Association, and they had a booth. They actually raffled off a pigeon.
That's not
and
bad
they had to, their parents had to agree and this and that and the other. And but the thing was, they did not give away just one. They had a whole heap to start people off in pigeon racing. Very hard with the kids on their electronic devices these days. It's a shame they're not out in the fresh air without them.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's exactly right. Like, I've got a nephew who's only 5 years old now, and I've said to my sister, I said, he should race pigeons, and she said, that's a good idea. She said, we'll have to get him into that. So, yeah, you see, there you go. Like, it's much healthier for somebody to be out there with the birds than be sitting on a computer on their backside not exercising.
Oh, of course, and it teaches you animal husbandry. I mean, it's like owning a racehorse, you know that. You're the owner, breeder, trainer, feeder, everything, and... well, they have to get you up in the morning, otherwise they get very thirsty. It's very, very good for kids.
Yeah. No, but that idea of doing the animal show is fantastic, and even I can throw in an idea there. There's a lot of festivals around. For instance, in November we have a festival in Melton every year.
Well, there you go.
And I'm thinking of putting up a display there, but with your Pigeon Racing Victoria, maybe you could do a... like a little van or something, and have it permanently to go around to all the festivals around town, you know?
Well,
what I mean?
that could be the go. That's certainly one area of some money. We know someone that has a mini pigeon loft that he can bring along on a trailer with pigeons.
See?
We've also got...
very good.
Founded it in the VHA rooms out the back, a little model of a pigeon loft.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
That we can have on show. So there's... Yeah, that's just one idea. General advertising.
What about the Royal Melbourne Show? Have you ever thought, like, they don't have pigeon shows there anymore, but why not have a stand, Pigeon Racing Victoria, at the Royal Melbourne Show?
Well, there's another one, and so we'd have to have a little giveaway pack with numbers to ring.
Show bag or something.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Very good idea.
We've got some lovely little brochures for kids on pigeon racing that we've got an idea from, once again, the UK. But all this costs a little bit of money.
Yeah, of course. Everything costs
we
money.
have to get it from somewhere, so this is the main idea of the sale.
So this sale is going to give an opportunity to a lot of flyers to obtain birds they never think they're going to get their hands on.
Well, that's correct. I wanted to call it the sale of the century because I don't think the associations have ever been
Not together.
all together in this particular case.
It's actually very good to bring all the associations together because that's fantastic. That which we're going towards what they're doing in Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, everyone knows that we should all transport together and this and that and the other. But,
exactly what I've been
on the
saying.
money. We have our own little hidden agendas of that.
Yes.
But we have to start.
The animosity should stop, and we should all get together and make this one big, healthy sport that people can get into, and people are going to look at us and say, "Oh, you're not just pigeon flies." Or, as one guy said to me the other day, he come over and I says, "I'm just doing the birds," and he says, "I don't care about them." He said, "They're just rats to me." I says, "Well, in actual fact, mate, they're not rats. I said, "Some of those birds in there are worth a lot of money,
Yes, well, somehow we have to raise everything to do with racing pigeons in terms of the eye of the public. As you well know, there's lots and lots of people that think it's quite fascinating, never even heard of it for some reason.
That's correct.
So raising I think the profile is a good word to use, at the very least, somehow. Look, we've got lots of ideas. I'd like to see a whole Pantechnicon truck full of pigeons let go at the MCG in the middle before the game. But
why not at the grand final? Why not?
Yes, we'd have to come back to more like the show, but certainly an exhibition of pigeons being let go seems to be fascinating to people.
Well, I honestly think Tony Mcpherson gave me the idea last week. And I was talking to John Saggers at the VPU rooms the other day as well, and I passed it by him too. But I honestly think that we should organise, because it's a 100-year anniversary this year on Anzac Day, that we should really organise something from the War Memorial.
That's a great idea, mate. Great idea.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
Like, you imagine the Dawn letting pigeons up at the War Memorial on TV and all that sort of thing, because they're a symbol of peace anyway, so...
Of course, it comes from the dove as such, and, there has been... I noticed the Fancy Pigeon website have a little video of... they got on Anzac Day. I've got some wonderful old World War One or two... photos that we can scan.
Well, we can owe our freedom to a pigeon, as I said yesterday for Australia Day on the internet. The pigeon there has probably saved our country from invasion.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I saw that. That's very good, and that at the very least should be brought forward on Anzac Day, and is a lovely vehicle for us.
Well, that pigeon is a digger like all the other diggers, because he did his job.
That's right.
Well,
he was enlisted into the army and he did his job.
Yep, didn't get a medal for nothing.
Correct.
Exactly.
So to speak. So, Anzac Day is another one. That's my best plan as soon as we've got this sale underway. We just go on and on with ideas. Now,
anybody that wants to join your committee there, Pigeon Racing Victoria...
No.
No?
Well, we've got we want two representatives from each association.
Yeah, good.
Otherwise, we're going to get into a haggle-baggle.
Yeah, fair enough. But now, if somebody has some bright idea somewhere...
well, they can email or send it or ring me up there any
Well,
time.
do you want to give us those details? That people can contact you?
On the sale brochure, we've got Taz and my mobile number.
Yep.
And Pigeon Racing Victoria also has means of sending an email.
Yep, so you've got a website and that, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Yep.
And the Facebook page myself, or even the forum. I call myself Doc Ian or something. So, we'll take all ideas.
Yeah, good.
And if it's good enough, we'll certainly invite any given idea and person to the committee to talk about it. So we want to be very transparent, open.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need things behind closed doors and in hiding, like some things that have been done previously.
No, listen, we've been laughed at with this idea.
No, I'm not laughing at it. I think it's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
And anybody that laughs at it, I'd be laughing at them because they don't know what they're laughing at.
Well, I thought it can't be done. It's been tried. And
no, it can be done. Where there's a will, there's a way, is the old saying.
Yeah, well, that's how Taz and I think. And we don't go far back as where there was any animosities, and we're not really interested.
Like, I used to race birds when I was a young fella, right?
Yeah.
And I've noticed since when I was a young fella that the sport was a much friendlier atmosphere than it is now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we've got to get that atmosphere back.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I reckon.
Definitely, mate, definitely.
Certainly social events can come about. Mostly they go to sales and have a good old yabba, have a bit of a sausage and so on, but something that's purely social could be down the line.
Yeah.
For sure. But just having representatives from each association in this situation, we're hoping will develop into a much lovelier atmosphere to discuss other important things.
Now, there's also studs involved in this sale on the 23rd of February.
Yes, there are a few.
Can you name the ones that are involved?
Yes, just let me get back to my list.
That's all right.
And,
sorry to put you on the spot.
Lucky for the list.
Just moved from a spot, that's the trouble.
That's all right.
Let's see. Some of the names I'm going through: Glenn Perry, Hank Nervous, Joe Farrugia.
Oh, yeah, geez, there are going to be some good
Van
words.
Beers, Fletcher, Peach, Kevin Clark, Michael Portelli's down there.
Oh.
And so there's Robert Saggers. These are the people.
There you go.
Sisu Lofts from South Australia.
Yeah?
So they're all at the bottom. Silver Empire Lofts.
Well, that's Simon Gretsch, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few of those.
That's excellent. That means you're going to get some top quality birds on us.
Gretsch has got some good birds.
We're really not expecting anything else. But
I honestly think that every pigeon fancier and his mum and his family should be down there on the 23rd of February.
Well, that would be lovely. We certainly need to make it a success. We want to make it an annual event too, perhaps.
That'd be great. And you know what? The other thing is that they used to have a show at the VHR. I remember years ago, once they tried it. They had like an expo or something. They should do that again, I reckon.
Well, we did. We did that last year.
Yeah.
And there'll be another one this year.
Oh, excellent.
And it was for all sorts of
racing. And you know what? If we do that, I am going to find out with this station whether we can do a live broadcast from there. That'd be good too.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, it was very well represented last year. And so everyone thought it was a lovely success. And, prizes were given out for the birds and so on and so forth. So, yeah, that's definitely on again. But, yeah, some sort of expo. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Maybe a jumping castle for kids out the car park. And
of course.
Nice Barbie and,
Yeah.
So we've had most of these ideas.
Yeah.
But... you can't do too much with empty pockets, that's all.
No, that's right. You need money to make the world go around, they say. Unfortunately, but that's the way that we run at the moment in this world of ours, so, yeah.
That's right.
I commend you on your idea. Absolutely fantastic. It's good to see somebody moving and doing something, not just talking about it. Because there was a lot of talk about things, but no one ever did anything.
No, that's the trouble.
Yeah,
and
so I commend you for picking it up and getting there and doing something. Doesn't matter about the knockers. Don't worry about them.
That's right. Well, I was just hastened to add one thing that seems to have disappeared that we brought back in a minor way last year was getting the results from the races from each association in local papers. Now, we managed to do some, but, for example, we'd love some volunteers to perhaps take care of that within their association.
That'd be good.
So any volunteers for that would be lovely. That's just a little thing that that is almost a must to raise the profile.
Yep. No, I agree with you. I remember when I was a little tatter, I used to always open the Age on a Saturday morning and look for the pigeon results.
There you go.
And they're not there anymore.
No, and I believe we've tried, but you'd probably, once again, you have to pay to get those sort of results put in nowadays.
Yeah, I know. That's that's why we need the money. There you go. That's why we're having a sale. That money can go towards something like that. Even.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's spot on.
Yeah.
So, with lots of ideas, and we'll be happy to listen to any ideas or volunteers. I'd be happy to speak to them, and we can certainly get some little job. I mean, what did they do in England? Talks at schools. Have a little loft at schools. They bring up animals and rabbits and all sorts at schools these days.
Yeah.
And grow food and what have you.
They do all that. They have rabbits and hamsters and dogs and cats and all kinds of things.
So
they take
if
to
they've
school.
got animals, well, they can have pigeons and you can let them out and have fun.
Why not have a loft at a school and they can race them?
So that was one of our first ideas, but of course no one's jumping in line and falling over themselves to do that one. So,
no, but that's a good idea. You like at a primary school, you could build a little loft and let them race.
That's correct. We've got all ideas about where to even look for new members. And my idea is mainly kids, because it will obviously not in retirement sort of thing in a hurry. So rather than look at just retirees, for example, which we are anyway, would be great for some blokes that find themselves with nothing to do.
Exactly.
And still able-bodied. But if we can start with the kids, I'm thinking that may be a good avenue.
No, that would be a good avenue, good place to start. And then also we can approach some of the multicultural communities also, because in their countries now pigeon racing is growing, and I'd say they'd be interested in joining the sport here as well, the ones that have moved to Australia. So
Well, that's right, and it's very popular in China.
Exactly.
I happen to live in near Box Hill, and it's a bit like Spot the Aussie now. They're all Chinese, everything.
But they're all Aussie though,
and,
Ian.
There's another example in their paper. We might like to put an ad.
Exactly. On their radio programs, put an ad.
That too.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not only the Chinese, it's like
of course,
all the Eastern European countries, Bosnia, Croatia, Russia, Romania. It's growing in those countries, and we've got a lot of people living here originated from those countries.
That's correct.
And they would be interested maybe in joining us, you know?
Yep.
So
well, that's what we're hoping.
Yeah. All right, Ian, I'd like you to come back on again and tell us about the sale before it comes on.
I'd love
and
to.
If you have anything that you want to promote on this radio program, just feel free to message me or ring me and say, Ivan, I've got something I want to say on the radio, and you're on.
No worries. Well, that's very nice of you, and we're very grateful.
No problem, Ian. I'm glad to help, and keep in touch.
Certainly, mate.
Thank you for your time, and don't forget, everybody down there on the 23rd of February at the VPU rooms in Domain Street, Hatfield. That's right, isn't it? Yep.
22nd, yeah.
22nd of Feb, sorry. And it'll be the sale of the century, as they say.
We're hoping so, yes.
All right, Ian. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks. Bye-bye. And that was Ian Thomas. He's from the VHA, and this was his little idea, one of these. Yeah, I'm going to play another song, Joe.
Okie dokie.
Is that all right?
What are you going to put? What are you going to put
you reckon I'm an old man, so here
Play
we go.
some good music.
Here we go.
You got good music.
Kate Perry. Woo! Hot and cold.
Love it. Love it.
You're listening to Pigeon Radio here on 99.3 FM, 9740-4910. If you want to win that pigeon, call us.
Catch the pigeon.
Don't you just love the good old taste of fresh milk? Mcmahon's Dairy is Sunbury's local supplier of high-quality dairy products and are distributors of Australian-owned Sungold milk, delivered fresh daily from Victoria's southwest coast. Mcmahon's Dairy products are available at your local milk bar and selected supermarkets. For more information, please call 9744 1911. Mcmahon's Dairy, a proud member of the local community and sponsor of 99.3 FM Sunbury Radio.
Pizzarella Estate is now open to the public with a cellar door, cafe and restaurant open from Wednesdays to Sundays 9am to 5pm and for Fridays and Saturday evenings 6pm to 9pm. They serve a range of delicious coffees and cakes, plus Italian-inspired rustic and modern meals. Pizzarella Estate has also 3 function rooms to cater for all occasions. So give them a call or drop in to enjoy a relaxing meal and their friendly hospitality. They are located at 25 Deverell Road, Sunbury. Call them now on 54283055. Pizzarella Estate.
Hey Frank, I think I'll go for a bowl. What? 10-pin bowling? No, real bowls, mate. Down at the Sunbury Bowling Club. They got 3 bowling greens, a 125-seat restaurant, and a 200-seat function room, which is available for private parties. Down 49 Riddle Road.
Oh, that close. I think I'll come too. For bookings or inquiries, call the Sunbury Bowling Club on 9744 1211. That's 9744 1211. Sunbury Bowling Club proudly supports 3NRG.
G'day, it's Christian here from Transvaal Diamond Syndicate with the lads.
How you going?
You're listening to the Guru and Amigo on Made in the Shade 3NRG. Get it up, here.
3NRG sounds different every day.
Pigeon Radio here on 99.3 FM, 3 Energy Radio here in Sunbury, and it's brought to you by the Melton Invitation Home and Club Incorporated, and our website address is www.mihci.net.au. A lot of interesting stuff on that website, including Pigeon Radio archives from 2005, Joe.
Unreal.
That you can listen to. There's an interview there with John Wettering, which is very interesting to listen to.
I've listened to a couple of them. They're pretty good, actually.
They are good.
With Robbie Sagers.
And there's one with George Vella as well.
Yeah, he's with Robbie Sagers in the car.
They're fishing. They're fishing.
Yeah, they were going fishing. No, they were. Or were they fishing? Were they?
They were on the bay. They were actually on the bay.
Okay, well there you go.
Anyway, we've got a guest. You're going to introduce them.
Okay.
Joe.
Our next guest, he's a WPF member. He's flown with the WPF for a long time. Very good flyer. He's actually on the WPF board. He flies with the Altona Club. And we have Joe Farrugia.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boys. You're doing a great job, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Mate. Thank you, Joe. How you been?
Pretty good, thanks.
That's the way. How's all the birds going? Finished breeding?
No, not quite.
Yeah, same, mate. Same here.
Still going last.
Same here. Last round. So what's happening, mate?
I was just listening to Ian. I've got an additional 4 birds down here. Well, actually, the 6, 2 of mine, but there's 4 from Ponderosa.
Ponderosa, how's that?
There's 2 from George here himself. The other 2 are they're Herman Cripples, and the other 2 are Judd. That were imported with Van Patterson with George.
Okay.
So there's 4 of them from Ponderosa bred down there. They'll be in the sale as well.
They sound like some very good birds in that lot, Joe.
Yeah. So just ring up and let you know that there's 2 extra ones that Ian hasn't got on the list.
Oh, awesome. No, thanks for letting us know, mate. That's
fantastic.
That's awesome.
Now, Joe, I believe you've got a lot of good positions in the WPF over your years of flying.
Yes, reasonably all right.
Yeah, reasonably. I think a bit better than reasonably.
I think a lot better than reasonable, mate.
What's the Joe Farrugia secret in racing pigeons?
My secret now is the Farrugia and Bogdan.
Farrugia and Bogdan, that's it. Yes. Yeah.
My good mate that passed away.
I knew George.
George Bogdan.
We were on the WPF board together, me and George.
He lived 100 metres away from me.
Did he really?
Not 100, probably a K away.
Okay.
Yeah, so top bloke. Yeah.
Yeah, I promised him we'll race together, and unfortunately he didn't last long. And he said, that'll be good, Joey.
That was good of you, Joe. That you took on his name, and that was very good of you, mate.
Yeah.
I'll take my hat off to you, Joe.
No worries. married, mate. Stay with me till I finish my career with pigeons. It'll be right to the very end, I think. Once we get the bug, we got it.
You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong.
That's for sure.
You're not wrong.
I left it for 10 years, and I tell you, I used to stop in the steam.
I haven't. Exactly, I'm the same. I love them. But you were just telling me today, Ivan, that there's a Ray Capel's cousin got out of him, but he's still got rollers. He just still got a couple of pigeons. So you know what I mean.
He likes to get up in the morning, go outside with his cup of coffee and watch the birds.
You know, he's still got a couple of birds there. He's still interested in them. You know what I mean. So it's in the blood, like you're saying, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You looking forward to this year, buddy?
Well, everyone is. I am. Is.
Yeah.
On that point of view, yes. Looking to win another Fed.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. I didn't race last year, so you got a strong competitor this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mate, you got me there, and you got Ivan.
Well, Ivan's in Melton. Don't worry about me. But Joe's got a secret weapon.
Oh, don't tell him. Shh. Don't tell him. Come on. You're not going to tell him, are you?
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah. On the other point, there's an auction that's happening there. I won't mention his name, but it's on Facebook. But he donated money because he couldn't breed young ones.
Oh, you can mention his money.
You can mention his name that he donated. That's fine.
Yeah, well, anyway, Lou Caligori, I mentioned to him because I'm on the committee with Michael with this new organisation.
Yep.
And I had a list of stock flyers now feed, and he said, unfortunately, I can't put any birds in. He said, I'll give you some money, though. I said, well, it's up to you. So anyway, he's putting some money towards it. So,
good on him. He's
that
guy. I'll tell you, he's got the best heart. He's so humble. This Louis Paragora. He's like most of us. Yeah, we help anybody, but Louis, I'm telling you, he'll always come, and if you've got a, he'll always have time for you. Comes and talks to you, and if you've had a good pigeon, if you've had a good race or something, he'll come and give you a pat on the back. Well done, so he's a very good bloke. Very good bloke.
That's right. Yeah. He knocked me off last year by a couple of metres.
Oh, yeah.
No,
don't worry. I've had the same done to me, Joe. And it's not a good feeling. But anyway, we just got to get better and try harder the next week.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So you were at the Breeders' Plate, the WPF Breeders' Plate
on Sunday.
How'd that go, Joe?
It went all right. You had a reasonable amount of pigeons and. Not many guys came. To the end, a few more come in.
They rocked up towards the end.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good.
Quite all right.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. All right then, Joe, thanks for your call. We've got a couple of more people to come on, and if you ever want to ring in again, but we've got to have you on with a lengthy talk about your experiences in pigeon racing on another show.
Not a problem at all.
We'll have you back again, I hope.
And you're doing a good job.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Joe. We'll talk soon, mate.
Thanks for your call. Cheers, mate. Thanks. And that was Joe Farrugia from the WPF. He's on the board, isn't he, Joe?
He sure is, mate. He does a good job too.
Yes. And he holds up all the birds at all the Breeders' Plate sales, which is not an easy job, especially when they mix up the ring numbers. Yes.
All right, next guest?
Yes, next guest. But while you're getting the next guest on the line, mate, I'm going to play this song.
Oh, I love this song. Brings back memories. I think I had hair back in the day.
Hair? What's hair?
Hair. Hair on me head.
Oh, on your head. All right. Woo! Pigeon Radio, 99.3 FM, 3 Energy Radio. It's 5:35 p.m.
At Sanity Sunbury, we put our customers first. When you purchase a product from one of our stores and you're not satisfied with it, we're happy to exchange or return the product. So pop in and meet the team at your local Sanity store. Sanity, great service, great value, and proud supporters of 99.3 FM Sunbury Radio.
The right clothing is critical if you're confronted with a bushfire. Radiant heat is the biggest killer in a blaze, and exposed skin is extremely susceptible. You should wear a long-sleeved, loose-fitting shirt, long pants or cotton drill overalls, sturdy boots, a hat to protect your hair from embers, leather gardening gloves and goggles or glasses. Trying to defend your home in shorts, t-shirt and thongs is asking for trouble. You won't have any protection from the killer radiant heat. So take the time to cover up, but don't wear synthetic fibres, they melt. For your free information kit, call CFA on 1800 240 667 or visit our website at www.cfa.vic.gov.au.
Eurozone, the good, the bad, the ugly of Europe's favourite music show. Tune in every Thursday at 4 p.m. for Eurozone with the Captain and Virginia at 4 p.m.
Tune out of your workplace and tune into 99.3 FM Sunbury Radio.
I love it.
Oh, somebody says it's stuffed the pigeon. Yeah.
Oh, that is funny. But anyway, it's good. Sounds like it.
Anyway, we've got our VPU weekly correspondent on the line, and that is Rod Simmons. Good afternoon, Rod.
Hi, Ivan. Hi, Joe.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Good.
That's the way.
So what's happening down in VPU land?
Well, first thing I'd like to just cover the actual schedule for 2015 Old Birds is now on the Union website.
Mm-hmm.
Our first race will commence this year at the 27th of June from Stawell, and the season will complete on the 17th of October for the 600 at Bookaloo. Now, we've actually reduced the races down to 18 this year, over 17 weeks. And the race points, I'll quickly go through your race points. There's going to be the sprint series will be 2 stalls, 2 Timbolas, and 2 Worsleys. And in the distance series, there'll be 3 Tintanaras, 3 Murray Bridges, and one of the Murray Bridge will be with the Tassie Yola race, 3 Morgans, one being the National, and a Carrington and Bookaloo. The interesting thing this year, because all the Union and all the different federations have sort of changed their schedules, the National will be on the 10th of October, with the 600 the week later on the 17th of October. So some interesting changes. Our race points probably still stay very similar to in the past, but they've just shortened it down to try to finish a little bit earlier this year. The other thing, there is, for flyers that might have entered it last year, an open sprint series, which is open to VHE, WPF, Greater Melbourne, VPO and the Union Flyers. That series will start this year. It's 4 races. The first race will start on the 30th of May and ending on the 20th of June, open to any age pigeon. And it's a great race, a lot of fun. They try to get the birds into the headwind lesson to prepare them for the first race, and depending where you live, but they're about 130k races. Further details will be posted on the VPU website probably the next couple of months prior to the race.
Okay.
It's a really good series. The guys that went out last year, good returns. They're conscious of the wealth of the birds, and they try to get a little bit of time under their wing as well. The last thing, just to remind you that the last sale for the VPU Classic is on Sunday the 15th at the Union Rooms. The rooms will open at 11 a.m. with the sale commencing at 1 p.m. Pigeons will be approximately 3 days old and have not dropped any flights. So the last race, they definitely get the first prize will be $10,000. The total prize money hasn't been set yet.
And get some birds now.
Yeah, well, we should be down there, mate, because on this line, the Moulton boys could get in it.
I know.
Exactly.
I have to go and get some birds.
I picked up some really nice ones last sale.
I didn't buy any because I got grounded for the weekend.
Well, you got a couple of weeks to save a couple of dollars up.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. And even if I get, 4 or 5 birds, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're in it to win it,
exactly.
Yeah, and look, you can buy rings as well. 5 rings at $40 each. It gives a bit of an opportunity also. So, you're still time to breed. The race will be on the West Track. So, it's a good race and well supported. And you'll find that, any federation get in this one.
That's excellent. Excellent.
So that's basically a wrap up from the VPU.
Yep. Rod.
And next week I'd like to cover a couple of bit of info about a couple of our flyers of last year.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, so but especially Denara and McDonald, they won the aggregate. I'd like to sort of cover a little bit about those guys.
Yep, that'd be excellent, mate.
No, very good.
Excellent. Thanks for your time today. Oh, hang on. Joe's got something else to ask
Rod,
you.
just a quick one, getting back to that sprint race on 30th of May. You say, what's the bird limit for that one?
Look, by memory it was 20 bird, but I can't remember exactly.
Can we make it? Can I put a nomination and make it open limit?
Look, it's something that I think they're trying to keep a bit of a fun race.
It's fun.
Not sure.
Not sure. This one wants to put 300 birds in bloody mob flyers.
Some people just get carried away, mate.
Hey, 310, thank you.
But look, full details. Kevin Layton, he organises the race. He'll have full details on the website.
That'd be good.
Once they're up, you're quite welcome to ring Kevin as well.
Definitely.
To find out any more information.
Too good, Rod. Too good.
Thanks for that, Rod, and we'll catch you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks Rod, mate. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate.
See you later. And that was Rod Simmons, our VPU correspondent here on Pigeon Radio. And here's the Veronicas. Woo! Somebody requested this,
They sure did.
With Revolution, the Veronicas. You're listening to Pigeon Radio 99.3 FM, Free Energy Radio.
A Cleaner World is a national provider of commercial cleaning and property maintenance services with offices in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth and Adelaide. Their team of highly skilled staff have been selected to provide cleaning and property services to a wide variety of customers. If consistent quality delivered for the best price is important to you, A Cleaner World is the answer for all your cleaning requirements. A Cleaner World's experience, value and reliability guarantee quality service every time. For a free quote, call now on 1300 134 659. A Cleaner World are proud supporters of 99.3 FM Sunbury Radio.
So, what are your kids doing this weekend?
Oh, just watching DVDs as usual. Yours?
Well, actually, they're getting a life.
Forget DVDs. Tell them to join today's Scouts. Today's Scouts don't just watch the action, they get into it. Call 1-8000-SCOUT or visit scouts.com.au.
You better cover your ears if you don't want to see 99.3 energy. No!
And 10 to 6 here on Pigeon Radio, and from the Greater Melbourne Pigeon Federation, the Roadrunner himself, Mr. Tony Mcpherson. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeep, yeep. All let us rejoice, for we are young and free.
What's that for?
Well, it was...
that was yesterday, mate. You're a day late.
Yeah, but I'm still celebrating.
Okay.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm an Aussie through and through.
Good on you, mate. That's good.
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, exactly. I find it highly, very disturbing what's happening overseas to our fellow fanciers being put down.
What do you mean?
Well, with the ISIS group sort of saying if you keep pigeons, etc., they keep getting rid of the pigeon fanciers and the pigeons.
Yeah. No.
Yes, it's good.
You reckon that story's true?
Well,
Because a lot of those stories are a bit of a hoax, you know.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, it could be, I suppose. Who knows? Who knows? It's a bit like in the desert warfare when America went into Iraq. They couldn't work out how the Iraqis knew where they were, but then they finally worked it out that they were using pigeons.
Ah, right.
Oh.
So isn't that a great lead up to what we're going to celebrate 100 years of...
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, the pigeons. The pigeons is...
well, I put up that pigeon yesterday for Australia Day. Did you see that on
yes,
Facebook?
I did. He looked a bit stuffed to me.
It is. But, yeah, no, that pigeon, did you see it flew over 1,000 kilometres in missions?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Well, there was another bird that flew a mission and had its eye shot out and everything and still made it there with the message and everything else. And, you know, without the pigeons, the dogs, the cats, the monkeys, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep,
There's a whole video on YouTube of all the different animals that have helped people.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is a video on YouTube that does the whole lot.
Okay. Yes, yes. So it's been a great day yesterday. You know, just something to.
Did you put a couple? Did you have any lamb chops? As Sam Kish says,
we did a leg roast for the boys here at the house.
Mm-hmm.
We had all the trimmings. We had the roast potatoes, roast sweet potato, the peas, the mint sauce, the gravy. Mate, the only thing that was missing was lamingtons and a pavlova.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Tony, just to change the subject, this is not MasterChef. This is Pigeon Radio. What's happening in Greater Melbourne Pigeon Federation land?
Okay, Greater Melbourne Pigeon Federation land is... we've got our last Breeders' Plate sale on the 31st of January, this Saturday, at Morning Mist. Down Browns Road.
Saturday. Joe? What do you mean?
Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot.
What do you mean? I'm not. Just say we'll go down there.
We'll see. If we can, we'll go, yeah? We'll take the girls down for a drive.
Yeah.
We might
well,
take
like
the girls
I said,
down.
I won't be there, but that's fine. I'll be at work. But we need an auctioneer.
Do you?
So, Joe or Ivano, either one of you can, might be able to put your hand up. I think you might get a job.
What's the wage?
Probably a cold chop and a beer.
Oh, yum.
Okay.
Yeah, so, it might be a cold chop and a warm beer, but anyway, it should be. Look, it's always all of the breeders' place. Doesn't matter who runs them or whatever. They're always good fun.
Of course, you're right. Absolutely right.
Good to catch up and have a chat.
Exactly.
Like I said before, it's always good to catch up with other people and see what they're doing and what birds they're breeding from and everything else and all of those sorts of things. So we've got that on the Saturday, and on the Sunday we've got the GMPF AGM.
Okay.
So out with the old and in with the new.
Well, that'll be interesting, won't it?
We probably should, you know. We've been to nearly all the sales.
Well, I'm telling you. Well, I haven't been. I keep promising to go down to these, and I don't go.
Well, then
actually, there's another good one on February the 8th. Rosebud are running their last Breeders' Plate sale.
That's where we're going, Joe. We'll go and see Pino.
Pino De Luca.
At the on Club Rooms on February the 8th. So that's another one. So they're a good bunch of blokes down there.
Yeah, they are.
And it'll be your last chance to win a big fish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have a snapper raffle, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. Plus, you win half the garden, herbs, and then half the garden full of flowers. So
you win that as well. So you don't need herbs or anything. Joe, we go down there, we win the snapper, I go home, put it on the barbecue, put the herbs on it,
get the drinks.
And Bob's your uncle.
And away we go.
Yeah, good on Bob. Yeah, But, so that's what we've got going on at the moment.
It's excellent, mate.
There's lots of talk and everything else, but like I said before, Greater Melbourne has just got to work out a few things for the start of the year, and just to suit our members to ensure that they're looked after at the start of the year. And really, we had a very, very successful year last year.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the chaps in our fed there, Danny Ogilvy. He won 2 feds in a row with the same hen, which no doubt wins Bird of the Year in the Greater Melbourne.
Excellent.
It's a great effort, actually.
Excellent.
The worst thing about it, though, was that the first week he won it, I was second. So I wasn't.
Bad luck.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. Yeah, bad luck. Cheddar. But then he fronted it up the next week, and she won again. So that, to me, is a fabulous, fabulous type of pigeon.
It is.
That's what we all look for.
Exactly.
In our breeding and everything else. And, of course, breeding season's coming to an end.
Yep.
Sure is.
Thank God. Some people say, I'll breed a couple of late ones, things like that.
So you don't need any late ones. You see, he's shaking his head here, you know. No. He doesn't need no late ones,
I know.
He's a mob flyer.
Full loft. My loft's almost full.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone's got full lofts at the moment. But, I always breed 10 youngsters for breast cancer. So I'll be putting them up.
That's good, you know.
It is. It's a good idea.
Put them up on the Pioneer Lofts auction
site, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be in the next few weeks.
Well, that's good. You can announce that next week because we've run out of time, mate. Sorry. The bell's run.
Road runner! Beep, beep!
I've had another flat tyre.
Sorry, mate. We got to announce the winner for this pigeon that we've got online. You've seen it. Did you have a look at it on the Pigeon Fancies Australia?
No.
We're giving away a pigeon.
Well, you should have been a caller.
But he can't go in the running for it because he's a member of the program.
Okay. What a pigeon. Hooban bird, been donated by a good flyer. And, mate, have a look at it. It's on the Pigeon Fanciers.
Yeah, we're giving a bird away a week. We've got 7 weeks.
Seven top stock birds.
So tell your people there to tune in and ring in, and they got a chance to win a good bird.
That's all they got to do. Just ring in.
For free.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, mate.
Good.
We'll catch you next week, same time. Thanks for your time.
See you, mate.
Bye-bye. That was Tony Mcpherson from the Greater Melbourne Pigeon Federation. Joe, you've got an announcement. You've gone out there and we've picked the name out of the hat. And who's the winner?
Our winner for this beautiful blue checker cock is... Are you ready for it? Give me the drum roll. Here we go.
There you go.
And that is Michael Marcelo.
Oh.
Congratulations. Woo!
Yes, you've won it.
I've got your mobile.
We're going to ring you. Joe will ring you after the program and we'll organise to bring the bird to you.
Exactly. We'll take a few photos, post them up on Facebook, and it'll be fantastic. And then we'll have another bird the week after.
Yeah. And Joe, that's it for us. 5:59 here, and we're going. Goodbye, Charlie.
All over, Red Rover.
We'll see you same time, same channel next week here on Pigeon Radio. Our website address www.mihci.net.au. Goodbye, good night, and catch you next week.